Hello, hello friends! Do we have microphones? Yes! Do we have music? Yes! Oh my gosh! It's like I'm streaming or something. How are you all tonight? I've had a lovely painting day. I've been into the Vic Art Society for our residency session and I got a bunch of painting done and I'm really happy with where I'm at. Might even show you a sneak peek of the still life I'm working on at the moment. I had a lovely day with Little Bird, and Little Bird was at Nana and Pop's while I was over at the Art Society, and that was really nice. And then we all went out to dinner at the restaurant, which is any place you can go and eat that isn't home, and that was very fun. And she's finally all wound down, so I feel like doing some painting. How about you? I'm just getting all my stuff out of my bag again after the residency today, but it's just a really nice chill vibe. So I'm excited to have a little streaming time. So pick a project, let's get cozy, have a cup of tea if you feel like it, and let's do some painting. Yeah. Alright, let's head over here. Ooh. This is a portrait I'm working on at the moment for family, and as you can see it's a little bit bitsy at the moment. It's got some work to be done. I've only had one session on at the moment and it was only a nap session, so not for very long. So if I can get a full pass on this, that's a go, but if everyone feels more like Sketchbook, let me know. We might even over on Twitch do a little poll so then people can do preferences. How do I do a poll again? Let's figure this out. Poll. New poll. Sketchbook portrait. Starting at 10:30 PM AEST, which is in about 20 minutes. Sketchbook or portrait. Cool. Additional votes using your channel points, which work now. Yay. For people over on Twitch. We can only do 10 minutes for poll. Alright, so 10 minutes it is. Cool. So that's there for all the Twitch friends. I should actually tell people that I'm streaming. Hey, have not done that. It's that kind of a day. I was just like, no, I just want to stream. So I've turned on everything before I'm really, really ready. But at the same time, I'm like, what's the harm? What's the harm if it means I get to stream a stream? Here we go. Where's that window? There we go. To get organised and do all this sort of stuff, but I am very excited to just have a chill night. I'm actually solo tonight, so that means if Little Bird anything happens I do have to dash off, but I'm hopeful that I can stay on for a bit and actually get some progress done on either Sketchbook or the portrait. I was glad I got this one started actually, because yeah, I literally only had an hour, so this is an hour's worth of work, and I know it looks like I've done a lot, but I actually haven't, because it's really, really thin. And it's only a very, very rough idea, and it's way too cool in tone, it needs to be warmer, but, you know, I could whinge all day. We can definitely do more stuff. Do more stuff. Where's the thing? Where's this one? Can Yeah. Done. Alright. Brushes will help immediately. Let's get all the things happening. So, ignore the mess on my palette if you can even see it. I've been doing still life today. But it is very, very neutral because it's a still life of Death Masks, which is the plaster cast replications of, well, it's meant to be a death mask. This one is contested whether it's actually a death mask or a life mask, whether the person was alive or dead when it was made, but long story short, a plaster sculpture that I'm doing a painting of, so it's all like very different shades of grey. Warm grey, cool grey, yellow grey, red grey, blue grey, but I am very happy about the progress on it. It is coming together. Coming together. Oof. Coming together. Where's the thing? Oh. I am cheeky. I've actually jumped into streaming before actually checking all the notifications on my phone, so apologies for ignoring it again. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright. Brushes, I said brushes. Got my handy dandy brush wallet, which just has brushes absolutely exploding out of it because all of the loose ones need cleaning. Hello. Giant pile of brushes that need cleaning. I somehow think you guys would not like me doing a stream of just cleaning brushes, but honestly that might be the motivation that I need to actually clean my brushes properly. That was pretty good. Alright. Paper towel. And then I think I'm ready. There we go. Let's start. Alright. So yes, this one is a portrait for family. It's a family member, and I just really love this photo of her. She's really smiling and looking very her, which is exactly what we want for this portrait. I am sort of mixing and matching a little bit because in the reference photo she's wearing an almost all black outfit with silver jewellery, and she normally wore much more colourful stuff. I think she was just dressed quite formally in that photo, so I definitely want to integrate sort of a slightly more colourful costume's not the right word, but like outfit and sort of the jewellery. I might change it. I don't know if I want to change the jewellery because what if it's specific jewellery? I'm not sure. But just in general integrate some brighter colours with it. So I thought I'd start with all the skin first and get all the face happening, and then I'll make those decisions at the end, because I do like this very neutral background of the linen, because this is a clear primed linen. And there's a reason I've used the clear primed linen is because I've done 2 other paintings larger than this but along the same lines, and they're both on clear primed linen with a bit of colour. So I sort of wanted them to match but not be 100% a match, and this one's smaller. Oh, why are you making me monkey noise? Well, let me do that. Literally plonked my palette on the easel and then just went, okay, go, streaming now. Because I just wanted to hit the ground running while I've still got oomph, because I know at some point today I'm going to crash. Okay. So really got to get some more warmth into the skin, because it is much warmer in the reference. Oh, that number I think I want some more of. Okay. I wouldn't actually mind if you guys could see my palette a bit more. Let's see if we can adjust you a bit. Can you see? No, not really. Alright. Leave you there. That's alright. I'll see if I can do more mixing over here where you can actually see me. Where can you see me? You can see from there to about there. Alright, so I'll try and mix all my colours in here. What I'm basically doing is just picking a couple of the main root colours, like Burnt Umber, Permanent Crimson, sapphire. Well, that's a really muddy sapphire, but as I want this to be a bit more realistic, nothing's going to be as chromatic as it is straight from the tube, probably. But I still want chromatic to be an option, so that's why I'm not going to use my straight blobs. I'm just going to use a little bit of each colour here on the mixing area and allow myself to sort of jump between and create a bit of a mixy mess. Oh, I do have light red on here, good. This colour here is quite handy. It's like a terracotta-y colour, and it's really nice in between for a lot of skin things. Because it's not like overtly red or pink, it's very much in the orange side of things. Yay. And I'm using a lot of light yellow ochre light, because I like that one for not being a harsh yellow, but sort of more of a tan for this sort of skin tone anyway. So I'm just going to try and buff in all these areas that are still missing, because so many of these areas are just like there's no paint on it, so I need to have it painted at least sort of forehead to neck the whole way down, and then once there's paint on everything, then we can start adjusting and warming everything up a bit. I'm just going to get coverage first. I just don't want to go too thick with the paint because this is still the first layer. I just want nice and thin, and then I can build it up once I've got all my temperatures closer to what I need them to be. Yeah. There we go. Looks pretty good. Hold on. I like checking my screen because I can actually see the artwork from far away, so rather than me standing far away and coming closer again, I can just literally look up at my screen and see it differently, which is quite good. Just going to rearrange my windows a little bit. Oh, not that. There we go. If I put you over here, and put you over there. There we go. Now I can see all my chat windows. Huzzah! That's good. Now I can see what I'm doing. Cool. Cool. I swear there's never a perfect stream setup because it literally changes for me every single stream. Every stream. Don't know why. It does. See if I can get this all filled in super quick. Or did our poll go away? Oh well. Alright, we're doing portrait then. I think I've come on a little bit late for most people in Australia, considering it's a Sunday night. Everyone has work tomorrow. But that's okay. That just means it's even more chill in here. Chill. Oh. Oops, I don't think I told my Discord that this is happening. Oops. I should do that. Yeah, it's better. That's better. What have I done music? That's it. It's a Ree! Hey Ree! I obviously didn't do enough painting today, so I feel like doing more. And my brushes are still wet, so you know, I don't have to wash them if I keep painting, right? Is that how that works? How are you? Got home all okay? Had some good rest? I feel like today was quite the brain crunch day. I hope I didn't crunch your brain too much. Everything we were talking about in the residency session has just been bouncing around my head ever since. Like back and forth, and I'm like, did I say the right thing? I think I did. But it just won't stop bouncing around my head. Makes me want to go to a gallery tomorrow. I was not getting annoyed. If anything, I was annoying you. You came in perfectly pleasant, and then for some reason my body felt like ranting, and you got all the rant. I think I've run out of rant now. In general. You really want to go to a gallery? Go! That would be a fabulous idea. I have to go back in tomorrow because I accidentally went home with the locker key. I literally turned around the second I got to my car and went back, and it was already all locked up. And I couldn't go in and give it back. Wah. So I'll have to drive in tomorrow morning. After daycare drop off. I got good rant, yeah. As long as it's not annoying. I don't feel like I'm an angry person, but sometimes when I'm in a ranty mood, it just all comes out. Especially because I don't get to talk like shop. I don't get to talk like art stuff at home, that's all. I even did painting with Little Bird the day, on Saturday, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's very fun. It's a different activity, but it's not the same as talking shop with other artists. I like talking with other artists. It's fun. And I've definitely got that inbuilt. Anything I have learned, I want to give to people so they don't have to struggle to learn the thing the way I struggled to learn the thing. That is an inbuilt urge. I was saying earlier, this is a family portrait I'm doing as a commission. I've only done one session on it, but this one I'm going quite the opposite of my normal method where I sort of block in. This one I'm really trying to sort of get a lot of colour information in really fastidiously on the first layer, just so I have a lot of clues about where to go, because there's so many shifts in this one. It's a really nice clear outdoor photo, so it needs... It'll be a lot of work, but that's fine. It's worth it. I've just got to actually take the time to do it. Is the music too loud, Rhea, or is it alright? This song is a bit louder than the previous ones. Oh. Yes, family member. You feel the same when you're teaching? Yeah. It is kind of one of those things. It's just this inbuilt, like, I want everyone to know the things, because I didn't know the things, and it was annoying not knowing the things, and now I can help other people. It's great. That being said, I still want to, like, learn so much more from other people. It's this weird cycle of I want to teach and learn at the same time. And also do, because I don't get enough time to do. I want a time stop device. Can I have one, please? Please? That would be so nice. I think I need to block in the teeth, because the teeth are weirding me out. Teeth are always darker than you think they're going to be. So just make a really nice dark neutral colour. Too yellow. Do you think teaching helps you learn better? I hope so. That'd be good. I know teaching definitely makes me more of a question asker, and I'm a pretty big question asker anyway. But when you're a teacher and people aren't asking you questions about stuff that you very obviously see that they need to ask you questions about, it just makes me such a question asker when I'm learning, because I'm just like, give me all the knowledge, please. I need this and this and this specifically, and then I won't bug you again. Oh, doing teeth just feels awful until they're done, and then they are great. It's just a matter of getting past the uncomfortable stage, and this is the uncomfortable stage. all of my guidelines, but that's fine. Let's recognize it a bit. Sneak up on the right value. Yeah, and the questions do end up being a learning moment for you too. That's true. I do like sometimes when I get a question I don't know the answer to, and I get that joy of looking up the answer and then the satisfaction of being like, I found the thing. That is quite satisfying. But you know, I like a research now and then, so that probably falls under that. I like to do a research category. I think I need a smaller brush. Just do all the handouts. Where's that small brush I was using today? Too many brushes. Brush hunting ASMR. Was it you? Is it you? No. I had them wrapped in a paper towel and they're both fallen out completely. It was you! Ah. Found you. I need to remember, I used to have a little Ziploc bag in my brush wallet so then I could have my wet brushes in the Ziploc bag and they wouldn't dry out as fast. But then I think I piffed it at some point, so I need to bring it back. What do I need? I need dark. Need some dark. Need some dark. I did also like the end of our conversation today, Ree, about like focusing on a set number of pieces for the rest of the year as part of the residency, and I think I'm going to take my own advice there and be all like, okay, I need a set plan of what pieces I want to focus on for the next sort of, it's not even 6 months, is it? When's our end of year show? Is it on the calendar? Victorian Artist Society. Yeah, that one. There you are. What's on? Oh god, the portrait show's in July as well. Shit. I should have a portrait ready for that, shouldn't I? Not this one. Okay, Winter Select is July to August. Spring Select is September. That feels really soon after. That's like 1 month after. Oh, fine. Doesn't actually say when our end of year one is. That's not helpful. So it could be anywhere from October to December by the looks of it. That's annoying. Because yeah, the last one listed for the Cato Gallery ends at the end of October. So it'll be sometime after that. Fun. So we've got June, July, August, September, October. So we've got about 5 months to play with. If only I was working on a portrait already. I can't do this one. This one's not going to be for sale, and they're always about having things for sale. This one is committed. The same as you probably can't do your work ones, can you? I'm assuming not, because they're again committed to a certain client. So I don't have patience when it comes to teeth, but I know if I don't do them one at a time, everything will go to heck. So I need to just suck it up and do them one at a time. Get them in, and then they're done. All like soft edges, barely there, but they're there thing. I'm much better at giving the advice than I am at following it, by the way. You know that, right? One, two. Next one. I immediately want to work on the eyes instead. Next one. Yeah, I can use the nostril as a measure point to say that that is the big prominent canine tooth. I can't even see what I'm doing. I can't even see what I'm doing. Need a brighter colour. Using like the scantiest, littlest amounts of paint. Join with the two main tooths over here. Over there. She does have more lips as well. I need to bring the lips down, but I always try and do like the furthest bit and then the bits that overlap after, so that way then I can actually layer the things on top of each other and get sort of realistic shadows. Because if I try and do it like next to each other, you just end up drawing sort of the big lines again and again and again. Yeah. Just checking my other screen is loaded correctly. Yes, that one is working. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah. Okay. Start edging inside. I find starting from the outside where the dark corners of the mouth are a lot easier. And I don't know why, than starting in the middle. Sort of put guidelines everywhere at this point. I've got one guideline here for this tooth, and then I've got one here, one over there, and one over here. But it's kind of like the bit above and below, like the little dark gap between where the tooth ends and the mouth edge. They're the more prominent parts, and the actual line between the teeth of where it's dark value, it's not really a line, it's just sort of an inference. See, this is now going over too far. This needs to go over here. Too far. Complicated is complicated. That's okay. That kind of works off that side. That side's doing what it needs to do. Just got to get this bottom edge working because they actually straighten off quite a bit. Brown will help me. Nope. Much better. It's nothing like painting a smile with a toothy green to know that no one's teeth, even if they're straight, are actually straight. There's no such thing as perfect symmetry, and if there is, it would look wrong. Not natural. I had another photo of a more like I'm posing for a smile photo, and it just didn't, it wasn't as genuine as this one. This one's like really nice and genuine of her, so I like it. Yeah, that's what I can pull with. That's way too dramatic, but I'll calm it down. I'll calm it down. Subtle. Yeah, it's getting there. They definitely can still get a little bit brighter, but I don't want to necessarily be too studious about that right now. I just want to get them in. As I said, if I can get the whole painting sort of blocked in tonight, that would be a good point to be. And then we'll see where we get from there. Here's the prominent canine, that one there. And that kind of comes up here. And the teeth behind it, there's 3 teeth behind it, we've got 2. That's a problem. Come here. Okay. Ta-da! I've chosen the most painful part of the painting to do on stream. Why would I do that to myself? Because I'm silly. There we go. It's not great, but it's something. It's there. Just keep fiddling. Hello, hello. Spontaneous squiggle. Hello. Oh, we're not quite there yet. This is still very early days, but it's a portrait for family, and I'm trying to get her all blocked in. That's the goal right now. I was just telling myself, why am I doing the most painful part of the painting, which is the toothy grin? Because teeth, man, they're a tricky business. Why am I doing that bit on stream? Because I'm a silly, that's why. How are you, Spontaneous? How's your day been? I'm doing well otherwise. I've had a very nice balanced day between toddler time with my little one and going into my art residency and spending a few hours there getting some good painting done and good art chats done, and then dinner at the pub with the family, and then back home, toddler bedtime, and now I'm painting in the studio. That's a pretty win-win for a Sunday. I'm enjoying myself. And happy to be streaming now. I like streaming, and I missed my Friday stream because I had 400 million errands that needed to be done. Can't do teeth. Teeth are just, they're a whole thing. And even the masters who are really good at teeth, you look at them and they're like barely there. They're like barely defined at all. And it's just one of those, like, you need to find that perfect harmony between enough and, like, too much. There's this silly line right in the middle of, like, that's perfectly the right amount of teeth without being too much. Here is a tooth and a line and a tooth and a line. And it's just so vague. You gotta sneak up on it. Like, I'm quite happy with these ones over here. They're getting there. But these ones over here are too liney. You don't know where the weekend went once again? I feel ya. That weekend went quick. And I was like, oh, why is it so quiet on stream tonight? Everyone's got work tomorrow. Of course that's why. Of course that's why, you silly goose. But, you know, still nice to be here even if it's quiet. It's a chill vibe. It's also freezing tonight, so having talking and light and things is good. Otherwise I would just be under a doona right now, probably reading a book. Which is also nice, but less productive. When I have things to do. Now I feel like that tooth is too bright. They're like hands and feet. Most people just try and hide them to avoid the whole debacle. Honestly, I am team that. A lot of the time I am team that. But this sort of portrait where you need it to be really genuinely the person, if the person's a toothy grin, you don't get a choice. Like, this is the second you do a portrait of someone that needs to be like a genuine personality portrait, it's just, you don't get a choice. You get what you get and you gotta do it. And that is the boat I'm in for sure. At the moment, I like these brighter, but also they're definitely way, way, way darker than this canine tooth. So I just want to hint at them. See, that's too bright, and now she looks like she's got a vampire fang. Let's calm that down again. It's such a push and pull. I just need to sit here pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling until it's finally, like, okay. What'd you get up to on your weekend, Spontaneous? Do you like being called Spontaneous or Squiggle, or always both? I do apologise, I'm a big name shortener. As a Liz, because Elizabeth is way too long. It's just who I am. Ooh, we got some sultry saxophone going on. Also, is the music too loud or is it alright? I didn't get anyone confirming that for me. How will we know the squiggle is spontaneous without all of it? That is a good point. Maybe if I just shout squiggle randomly at no particular interval, just to catch you. Just to catch you unawares. Yeah, this canine tooth is I haven't got it right. You don't mind? Whatever's easier. Okay. Catching up with friends and cooking. That's a lovely weekend. Oh, at least you spent it well, even though it went fast. Good job. Sounds lovely. Dr. Batman, my partner, he was doing a whole bunch of cooking just before the weekend, but then he took it all with him because he's working regionally this week. Sorry, I'm just watching her on the monitor. She was calling out. Yeah, she's calling out. Sorry, Gurks. I'm gonna go be right back, and if I don't come back, I apologise, but I will see how I go. And we're back. Sorry about that, sorry about that, sorry about that, sorry about that. Oh. Are you still on in my headphones? No. Nope, you were. What happened there? Come on. Come on, Bluetooth. There. We're back. Oh, hi Mel. I'm sorry you're having a harsh night. We're very chill in here today. Very chill in here today. Oh. What's happened? What's happened? So, sorry about that. The toddler woke up and was very disoriented and very worried, and turns out she wasn't worried about needing to go to the bathroom, which I thought was what she needed. Turns out she'd lost her bunny in her bedding. It was right next to us, what did not know. But all better now. All better now. Alright. Well, that's one way to get, fresh eyes to look at your painting again. Have to go sit in a dark room for a few minutes and then come back. And hey, Twitch timed the ad break well. Points to Twitch. You figured out your shiz. Need some dark just up here to illuminate these ones. When I first added the shadowy colour over the bar of the teeth, it looked way too dark, and now I'm just darkening it all the time. Oh, we'll get it there. Whoops. Making stuff flow. We'll get there. Oh, more people are here. Hello, people. I'm back. Oh. I was saying earlier, this is a family member portrait I'm doing at the moment, and it's just very, very early stages. We're hoping to get all the portrait block down tonight. That's my one goal. I've just been working on the teeth because they are very tricky. For anyone who's painted teeth, you feel me. Definitely, if I look up at my monitor, they're looking a lot more settled in now. Yeah, on the monitor they're looking alright. Alright, I might leave them like that. Let's get the lips in. Lips time. Well, you never feel stressed to come in here if you're not feeling it, okay? This is a chill space for whenever you want it. No, don't feel like you need it, okay? Like, don't feel like you need to come in and chat if you're not in the mood. I always like seeing you in here, but I never want you to feel distressed, okay? We do not need to be adding stress to people's lives in here. Oof. always find it funny whenever I'm painting lips, it really feels like you're just putting lipstick on someone. You're just like, oh yes, now what shade would you like today? More plum? Oh no, a little bit more peachy. Let's make that a bit more peachy. I did once upon a time do makeup as a side gig. Mostly theatre makeup for school productions and things like that, like high school productions. I didn't quite make it to community theatre or anything higher than that, but I had that, lofty dream when you watch the competitive TV show Face Off of doing prosthetics makeup one day, or going to the International Makeup Artist Trade Show, the IMATs in LA or London, and what else? In Sydney, they've got a school of prosthetic arts in Sydney, Australia. That was on the, dream card for a while there. But I think that was still part of my, I wasn't discouraged from doing the arts. I was quite the opposite. I was always encouraged to be an artist, but I was always asked the question about how you're going to make money as an artist. And that made me look at so many different side gigs all the time. That's how I ended up in graphic design for as long as I did, because it was just always, I can only do painting art if I can justify it by finding ways to support myself as an artist in another way, Which is a fair question to ask someone when they're going to uni and stuff for art. Like, do you actually intend to be an artist full time, or do you intend to have a side gig? And I always thought a side gig was more responsible, because even now, I'm not making a living off my art, which stinks, but hopefully one day. I still have a side gig, working in an art shop, but I think having a side gig always takes the pressure off me, feeling like I have to make art for the sake of sales rather than making what I believe in. So that's good. Because when you have a side gig, you do the side gig for money. And then I'm not doing, my portfolio work and my art that I love for money. I'm doing that for fame and glory. Which is totally fine. Fame and glory and just innate need. Because I need to. Yeah, it's looking way better now that we've got some lip colour coming in. Good. Good. So just want to do the eyes, but keep doing the part that you find more tricky, Liz, and then you're allowed to do the others as a reward. This is what I tell myself. Do I do it? Sometimes. Probably over-straightened her lips a little bit, but that's okay. We can adjust. I'm going to warm up all this skin here. This skin here is not as pale as it appears in my painting. That's good enough. Squiggle, you followed. Thank you for following. If you're still here. I'm sorry I ran out on you and the baby needed help. Thank you for the follow. That's lovely. trying to make some more time this month to actually sort of get some sub rewards and get some channel point stuff happening. I started the other night and I sort of didn't get anywhere with it, but it would be really nice to sort of make it a bit more fun over here and incentivize some subbing and some bits throwing and things like that. So I'm working on it. That's all in the development stage. It's just one of those things that, like, obviously I want to be able to offer people more if they sub and things like that, but I've got to think of things that I can actually stick to. One of the ideas I had was for some channel points, if we're doing a sketchbook night, you can name one of the sketchbook either characters or items or something like that, and I'll write it down on the sketchbook page in pen, because that's fun. Because we've kind of been doing that anyway. We've just been asking for, you know, if I paint a cat, what's the cat's name and things like that. But this way I can make it like a channel point redeem. And I think that would be fun. I really like channel points. I use them a lot on other Twitches that I watch, other streamers. So I want to have some fun things. I've called my channel points paint blobs. I think I need a better picture of a paint blob for it, but it works because you know you collect paint blobs. The more paintings you do, the more blobs that you end up with on your palette. So, it works. Works for me. Oh, that's looking much warmer now in high school. That's wonderful. That's what I needed. It was so blue, it just wasn't right. And it was a first pass, so that makes sense. Seems good. We've got all this bit of chin here that hasn't been painted, so let's get the chin in next rather than keep playing with where there's already paint. Chin, 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 chin. Her nose is way too pale now. Now that I've warmed up everything else around, her nose is too pale, but I don't want to overly tan her nose. I guess even that was too dark straight away. And lose all the variation in her nose. Oh. beverage. That's just good. I said before, do chin. Why do I not want to do the thing that I just said I'd do? Every time. Every time. There we go. That green. Just realised I had an overlay window for my antivirus hiding half my screen. I am glad you can see most of my palette mixing tonight. I need to get better at doing that so you can actually see what I'm sort of smushing together, I think. I don't know, I like seeing other people's palettes, so I'm assuming you find it interesting. That kind of thing. Lost the line of her lips a little bit, but it's really subtle because she's like, I think she's wearing lipstick but it's like worn off, or maybe she's just wearing like a clear, and that's what lips don't really have, like a hard line on the outside unless you've had sort of cosmetic something or other happen. It really is a soft blend, so you've got to just sort of indicate. It does culturally depend on your lips, but this subject's lips in particular, they're a really soft blend. That helps. progress. I think we will be able to get the whole way around, because what time is it? Where's my clock? Half an hour? Maybe if I go till 12:30 I should be able to get the whole way around once. And then once it dries down I can just come in and just really finesse all the colour relationships and make them work. I'll definitely leave the hair because I want to paint the hair wet on wet. So we'll leave that as a little shape for tonight. Because when you're painting really, really fine hair, and especially lighter colours, it's really good to just sort of put a thin wash in with your darks and then paint the light into the dark so it's wet on wet. Or at least that's how I like to do it. Which is good. This eye is definitely way too bright. This is the tricky part, is how much do I make it less bright? It's probably too dark now. That's better. That's better. White's eyes are just so not white. They're always a weird grey and darker at the top where the lid shadow is, but it's just so tricky to know exactly what value to do. That's looking a bit better. I know I said I was doing the chin. I've definitely moved up here again. I still haven't even finished filling in the chin. I just want those eyes to sparkle and look like her. It's like every now and then in a painting you just need a satisfying bit before you can do the more tricky bits. Just need that little satisfying bit of the eyes. Look right, have that sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. If I don't accidentally cover half my reference with a different window. Whoops. Better. Pat. I remember you exist. I'm sorry that I wasn't here. Did you come in when I was going to toddler? I'm solo with toddler tonight, so I had to go in and help with the lost bunny situation. But we found them. I was just a bit disorientated. I'm sorry it sounds like you've had a hard weekend. That's stinky. You deserve a nice weekend. I think it's that thing, the start of winter, just everything hits hard, eh? Emo AF. We should switch and listen to emo music from the 2000s. Which I would, except I'm not allowed to use Spotify because baby is using my Spotify account to listen to music. But please, feel free to mute me and turn on some The Used, Simple Plan, Fall Out Boy, the old stuff, not the new stuff. 30 Seconds to Mars, I don't know. What's your fancy? My cam. I think that can be a good way to blast away the actual emo mood sometimes, to listen to crazy 2000s whiny boys and girls. I don't know if that's helpful to you. I don't know. I like to try and cheer people up if I can. Sorry though. Chocolate, hello. Thank you so much. It's definitely got a ways to go. I had one little session for an hour and a half when little bird was having a nap, and then this is my second session, just trying to finish the block in. I'm just trying to really... Normally I do a much more of a sloppy block in, but this one I'm trying to be very fastidious because I don't want to lose the likeness. Once I get the likeness, I'm trying to sneak up on the likeness really, really slowly. So I'm staying as true as I can to my sketch or my transfer drawing. And then hopefully it won't sort of devolve into a point where I lose it. Hopefully. But I don't know, I've got a lot of temperature issues. I've been warming up a lot of the skin, but the nose is still way too cool, and there's a whole thing. There's a whole thing. The teeth? Oh, thank you. That's been my struggle for the last hour, is getting the teeth out. Teeth are so hard, man. Oh, every time. And it was really forcing myself to sit there and do it. And then I said, oh yeah, I'm going to do the chin. Have I gone back to do the chin? No, I haven't. I just noticed that these shadows need to be darker. Teeth are just a whole thing. Ehlers-Danlos. Remind me what's Ehlers-Danlos? Is being diagnosed good because then you can look into it, Lil, and support structures and things? I hope that means you can get support structures. Oh, it's the connective tissue one. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's so intense. That's so intense. I really hope you can get some support now that diagnosis is done. Done. How are you, Chuckley? You gonna have a studio day today? Is every day studio day? I had a lovely studio day today. I was at my art residency for 3 hours, and I did another session on still life I've started. Which, oh, I can show you actually. Do you want to see? Let me find it. Let me find it. You sketching right now? Ooh, what you sketching? You don't know if NDIS will cover it because it's GP diagnosed. Wouldn't the GP know that? Or do you need to go see a specialist now? Oh, that would be so annoying. I hate when you have to see multiple doctors for the same thing. Just because of paperwork issues. Alright, I'll show you. This is the still... Can I zoom in on this? I can. Cool. Let me do that one and do that one. This is the still life I'm working on at the moment. So this is 3 sessions in, and it's from life to plaster life casts. And my job today was to finish this real one, a full block in. So I'm really, really happy with that. I like how it's got a bit more texture down this end, and then it's got a lot more detail at the top where the main light is hitting. And then, yeah, next week I can go in and start the front one. So it is the same cast twice. And there's a whole backstory and everything, but yeah, this is the real one. which I'm super happy with, and it's got like really nice juicy brush strokes, even though all the colours are so close. Like, there's not huge variations. There's still probably huge variation compared to people who do this even more traditional arty wise, but for me, like, that's quite subtle for me. So I'm proud of that. And from life as well. I'm really proud that it's from life. Normally it's rheumatologist or geneticist diagnosed. Okay. Okay, and they've said you're 1 point off. That's confusing. Is it just because you're younger than other people who've been diagnosed or stuff? I don't know. Chuck's working on a new original. Yay! Oh, sketching out on the iPad. Great idea. I've broken my iPad. I took off my screen protector because it looked like it had a really bad scratch in it, and it turns out the screen has one hairline crack all the way through it, and I can't afford to get it changed, which is a boo. So that's going to be a long-term save up. Frustratingly, I don't even know when it happened. I've never broken a screen before. This is my first screen break ever. I've broken the aerial on my mobile phone before, and I've definitely chipped like the edges of most of the phones I've owned and things, but I've never actually broken a screen, and now my iPad screen has a big crack in it. It turns out they don't repair iPads, despite the fact Apple stores advertise iPad repairs. They actually don't. They only replace, and replacing is more than 2/3 the value of the whole iPad. Boo-hiss. They're so expensive. Well, the iPad still works perfectly. This is the thing that annoys me. The iPad still works perfectly, and it's only 2 years old. It's just the screen is cracked, and now I'm scared of drawing on it because obviously that's putting pressure on a cracked piece of glass. And I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just scared. The last thing I want to do is break it more if it's functional for everything but drawing at the moment. But at the same time, the whole reason I got it was for drawing when I was pregnant, because I couldn't do my oils and stuff. I got it so I could draw no matter where I was with pregnancy and little baby, which was very fun. I did a lot of like eye studies and things like that, and trying to figure out how to be like painterly with the iPad in my own way. I actually haven't done much on it in the last 6 months, which is a bit sad because I do really enjoy using it for drawing. So at the moment I'm using it as a glorified baby monitor, which is annoying, and it's a very expensive glorified baby monitor. It is 10 or 12, I don't know. It's this big. And I've got an iPad cover with one of my paintings on it, and I freaking love it. Let me see if I can tell on the inside. I'll pop it out. It should say on the back, shouldn't it? Maybe. Come out. And the case fits so good, it doesn't want to give up the iPad. Come on. Come on. Thank you. I love the cover too. It was one of those things where I was just like, I got a really good safe cover, and I'm like, it's so safe, but it's not as cute as I want. Model A2377. That tells me nothing, Apple. Why? Why are you the way that you are? If I go into the About section, will it tell me? Just says iPad Pro when I go in. That's not helpful. Do you have to measure it diagonally? That's the 10? Okay, cool. It is the 10. Thank you for identifying. I am not an Apple person. Can you tell? That's the 10 inch. You can tell. You're amazing. Thank you. There you go. This was like the first Apple thing I've bought since my old iPad Shuffle. Who's that? Name generator. You played your channel points! Lord Scrumplebottom. I don't know if I can call this portrait Lord Scrumplebottom, but I will take your name under advisement. That channel point redeem is more for when we're doing Sketchbook, and I said at the start of this, are we doing portrait or Sketchbook, and no one voted, so I'm like, okay cool, we're doing portrait, I decided. But what I might do is I will write Lord Scrumplebottom. So first thing I paint next time we do Sketchbook is Lord Scrumplebottom. It definitely gives me cat vibes. That sounds like a cat. I've written it down. My booking this Friday we'll do a sketchbook session. So I'm hoping I can do my normal Friday time stream this week, because I wasn't able to do it last week and I want to get back. I know I'll never be perfectly regular the way that I should be, but like as regular as I can be. As regular as I can be would be really nice. Get back on some kind of schedule. I've got a YouTube video I need to record tomorrow, which would be really nice. We're doing another try and test. Because I have, yeah, I'll tell you guys, why not. Oil paint sticks and pigment sticks from a couple of different brands. So I've got 4 to compare on how they work and how they all have different formulations and how they lay down. So I think that'll be really fun to play with. Because I've played with R&F pigment sticks, but I haven't played with Sennelier or Shiva before, so that will be very fun to get some textural oil paint stick fun times down. Yeah. So that's a video I've been excited about making for a while, but now I've actually got time to do it now that my Harpy paintings are finished, and this is on its way. Because yeah, this will have to dry tomorrow now that I'm sort of doing big covering. Yeah. And what else am I working on? That's Still Life. I can't do more sessions on that until next Sunday. So that one's just going to have to be a slow burn painting because it's from life and it's, I don't own the cast, so they're owned by Vic Art Society where I'm doing my residency at the moment. I can only access them in studio time, which at the moment they have a little window on a Thursday morning, but Thursday doesn't work with Little Bird, so I'm only really making it to the Sunday session. Trying my best though. What I might have to do, Lil, is I'll put the names in the Discord so that I remember them. But I'm glad you had your points to redeem. You should have lots of points, surely, because you've been watching for ages. You were one of the OGs, I think, on my Twitch channel. Compared to YouTube. YouTube's been around a lot longer, but I think you were one of the OGs on Twitch. These portraits, I always feel like I'm doing so much, but also I'm doing so little. It's a back and forth. There's just so much more to forms that you think are simple. Every time I look at things like a chin, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's just simple. But no, especially with the way that the smile forms, there's so many different little changes. And my brain wants to straighten everything, and I've got to remember, no, do it how it is, or it won't look like a... I'm happy with the skin though, it's much warmer, which is exactly what it needed to be, so that's going a lot better than when we started today. Yeah. Oh, Chuck, are you still there? Did you say you did oil paint for your secret thing? Because I'm doing oil paint for my secret thing. Did you use a fast dry medium to get it to dry fast? Or did you just use straight paint? Or did you use a medium? Is my question. I probably should ask you in the other place, but if you're here, just ask. I've got a while to wait, so I don't need to rush, but I just am curious. Or did you put like glassine tape or anything over your page? You did! You did use fast dry medium as well. Okay, cool. Well, I might do that as well. I'm using liquid fine detail for this painting, and that's one I use all the time. So I might use it for that as well, just to be on the safe side. I'm so glad I'm not the only oil painter. That makes me so happy. I know so many of the other people are intimidated by oils. And they're not intimidating, they're fun. And much easier to fix if you make mistakes. And so many other mediums. That looks really drastic, but trust me, it's better. It all comes down to trust. Show them trust. Ah, too dark. No. Where's my other brush? I'm making life hard for myself using a detail brush for large volume areas. They are so fun, yeah. I think oils just have a weird reputation because people see them as this like hoity-toity fancy art supply when really they're like the simplest art supply. They're literally dirt and oil, and that's your paint. As opposed to like acrylics have something like 14 ingredients minimum, and it's like it literally is painting with plastic. I suppose watercolours are quite simple because that's pigment and gum arabic, so that's just as simple. But like watercolours come with all these rules about like how to layer it on the paper to preserve the white of the paper, and you don't need to use white paint. Blah blah blah. Watercolours weird me out because they have so many rules. Also, they're very easy to make mistakes. Normally, when you think of oil paint, you think thick, clumpy paintings. That's fair, but like the Mona Lisa's an oil painting, and she's not thick and clumpy. She's like super smooth. Super smooth. She also has like way too many layers on her. She's got like 40 layers or something on her, which is part of the problem of why they can't restore her, but you know, still. Apparently Da Vinci was very indecisive about finishing that painting. Watercolour is the most scary. It's the most scary for me too. It's the most polar opposite to oils because it works in the completely reverse way. where it's like you're not layering up, you're sort of like trying to keep it scant and just sort of pushing things together. I don't even know. I use watercolor to like make birthday cards and to like sketch if I'm like traveling, and that's about it. And even then I like gouache better, because gouache you can just sort of keep smashing more colour on top. Gouache is quite forgiving in the way watercolour is not. I started with gouache at life drawing the other night. Where is he? This was at life drawing the other night, so this was a seated pose, a gentleman with red hair and a blue suit, so I've got a lot of work to go, obviously, but that's gouache on wood panel, so yeah, it's a start. I did scrub it out twice because I changed how I was doing it twice, so it's a serpent! Hello! The Mona Lisa painted over another painting? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she is. I know a lot of other paintings have secret other paintings underneath because canvas and wood panels and all that, because Mona Lisa's on wood, they were all expensive at the time, so there was no point wasting a panel. If a commission fell through or something like that, or you couldn't finish something, then you just flip it over and like flip it upside down and then paint again. I know a lot of Caravaggios have secret heads in the background. He was a bit of a chaos person, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah. I do love when they x-ray old paintings and stuff, just to see. And that's the problem when I reuse an old panel. I'm like, what if someone x-rays this one day and sees this random other painting under that? I did a painting recently like that. Where is it? It's on my social media. It's on my Insta. I'll find it. Hold on. Because I literally did a video showing what was underneath so that people knew. Alright, disclaimer, this is from life drawing, so it's gonna have a nudie in it. Is it that one? No, reels. Yeah, this one. Boop! Boop. Alright, let's go over here. Quick. See, this was a portrait that I didn't get to finish, so it was a 2-week portrait. And I did week 1 and then I didn't get to finish it, which I'm kind of sad about because I still really liked week 1. So then I went to a life drawing session and decided to use the panel upside down. And then I did a nudie on top, and you can see there how it's still got the head underneath. And then I gradually covered it. Yeah. So that was the painting I did at life drawing, and I finished her head at home because I couldn't get the head right in the class. Yeah. This one's specifically for a show called a 9x5 show where all the panels were provided and everyone's painting on exactly the same size panel, so that's why I had to use that panel again, because I had to, I have to be able to submit it at the end, because it's like everyone who bought a panel, they expect to submit the panel at the exhibition time. So, that was my version of that. Yeah, Mona Lisa is an oil painting, definitely. She is painted on wood, and she has a big crack in the back of her wood panel, which is frustrating in terms of conservation. And then the other frustrating thing is because she's so many layers of oil, the reason she has that yellowish appearance is actually that oil discoloring over time. But when she was cleaned back in like the 1950s, they actually took off a layer of pigment because the layer on the painting was oil most of the way on, but then it had a little bit of rouge in the cheeks, and because it was so slight, they cleaned off the whole layer of oil, and then they realised some of the paint went off. So she used to have rosy cheeks, the Mona Lisa, and apparently that disappeared because of too harsh a cleaning. So now they're terrified to try and conserve her in any which way, and that's why she's in like her own little hyperbaric chamber of temperature to keep her as stable as possible so she doesn't continue to crack or change. Yeah. Most people have a crack in their back. You got a point. You got a point, Stephens. You got that one. How are you? How's your weekend been? Dr. Batman's away at the moment, so I haven't been hearing any terrible dad puns. That was a good terrible dad pun. me just sort out this gym. This gym isn't right. It's not right. Went well, sadly over now. Yeah, no worries, that's alright. You have a good night. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. We're all regretting that the weekend is over a bit too fast. A bit too fast, very much so too fast this weekend. It has just flown by. I think I've got half an hour in me until I have to go in order to be functional in the morning. So let's see what we can bust out in half an hour over here. I just want to cover the whole face. Let's just do some big paint strokes and just cover the whole face, because like most of it is covered. I'm just fussing around with things I want to fix instead of getting the whole thing covered once. That bit around the eyes is scaring me for some reason. I just don't want to get it wrong. You know? Not that I can see much of the sketch anymore. But oh, Lil, have you looked into Skybus? Skybus is it takes you from the airport to the city. If you can do that, then you can train, or I could try and pick you up if I don't have toddler. What day of the week do you come in? Oh, you haven't booked yet? Yeah. Have a look into Skybus. How much does Skybus cost? And if you can afford that, because that'll get you into the city. Because our annoying city still doesn't have a train line to the airport. They're working on it, but they've been working on it for bloody years. When we have a train line to the airport, everything will be so much better. Haven't booked. Okay. If you book for a Friday night especially, I might be able to pick you up in the city, because that's when I do my arting in the city. Although that would be late night, because I art from 3:30 to... what time is it that it finishes? 9? So I'm in there 3:30 till 9, so it would have to be after 9, and that might be too late. This is the only thing, because I have a toddler as well. It's just awkward. But definitely look at Skybus, because Skybus will at least get the worst. Getting into the city from the airport is the hard part, and then once you're in the city, we've got the train line out to near our way, which is helpful. And then there's always like Ubers or taxis from the train station to Quill's house would be like a $10 charge, so at least that part is real cheap. It's just the getting to the city part. Toddler's car, yeah, very much so. And that is the only good thing about Sydney. I hate how much the train line to the airport costs so much more than any other train in Sydney, but at least they have it, because I've used it like 3 times, I think, and it is quite handy that way. Because yeah, I thought you were coming down when in like August. Was that the idea, or is that when Quill's family is coming? I'm not sure. I'm seeing her Tuesday. But yes, I hate that she got cholestasis again, because I know she was fearing it, but I hope she's doing alright with it. We've been exchanging mostly adorable toddler photos today, as you do. At least the trains, I will say, at least in Melbourne, the trains are a lot more chill. Buses are scary, I completely agree. And they have a lot more variables, but the trains it's literally a straight line out of the city to Quill's house. And just having the straight line means that there's way less variables. It's much less likely to go bleh or anything. The trains are not heinously busy unless it's rush hour, and like rush hour only lasts like 1 to 2 hours. So at least for that, most of them are sitting trains. You can always get a seat, and more or less if you're travelling outside of peak, most of the time you can get like even 2 or 3 seats around you empty. So that definitely helps, which is nice. Would have been July, but now August and July are hectic. November. Okay, November is more time. That's good. And November would be nice too, because then she can see you before Christmas, and when she's past all that first like intensity bit and she's into the next bit where she can actually sort of have a bit of brain again, because I know she likes to have brain when she gets to hang out with you, so she can actually have fun. Maybe we could see you bounce around in the background of stream again. That was funny. That was very enjoyable last time. I'll have to check and see if Costco have goldfish again when you come. They could stock you up when you're here. They didn't have them last time I went, and I was very annoyed about it because I specifically wanted them for you. And me. You and me. I wanted some too. Because they're tasty. Yes, she does have a membership, but also I don't see her going to Costco in August. So as much as I know she has one now, I don't see her going in August, maybe even in September either, because that would be a lot. That would be a lot. But yes, I'm glad she does. No, unfortunately I think that is mostly my fault, because I was going to take her on the Friday of Nuggy's birthday, and then guess when I got COVID? On the Thursday. So that didn't work. On the Thursday? Or earlier in the week? I think I got it on the Tuesday. So that's mostly my fault that she had to get a membership, because I couldn't take her when I said I would. Stupid being sick, which is awful. Blame me for that one. But also, yay, she's got a membership, so now you can go with her this month. What do you mean you meant this month? You're coming this month? Oh, she's going this month, yeah. Yeah, no, she can definitely go to Costco this month. She wanted to just buy a birthday cake the other day, and I was very okay with her doing that. I'm like, dude, just go buy a birthday cake if that's what you want to eat. Pregnancy cravings, who dis? There we go. I feel like the nose is still very bright, but it makes more sense now. More context, which is nice. Because like the nose does have like a lot of light hitting it, which makes sense. But it just needed to have context with the rest of the face being warmer. You might visit this month indeed. I know she would love that. Honestly, she would love that. Just so she can have someone to like hang with while the cholestasis and all that is really annoying. Because like, yeah. Granted, like, I've booked myself in for a number of times, but yeah. Having someone at your house and hang out is a very different thing to having people visit, you know? It's a different vibe. It is a different vibe. it will be great when baby eats human foods too. And as well as that, like, obviously Nuggie eats human foods too, so hopefully she can use that for her as well. Because I think she has to do lunches for... No, I think she doesn't have to do lunches for daycare, which is good. I like not doing lunches for daycare at my daycare. I like that they do it. Also because she eats more variety of food through them, which is good. Because they cook things that I don't cook. They did like a vegetable soup the other day, and I'm like, I've not cooked that. But she's tried it now, so that's good. Still, lips are not as pink as I would. I think I'll have to get out my maculating magenta. That looks like too pink. That's white. One pink that's not too pink. Now this really is like shopping for a lipstick. Yeah. You don't have to tell us why you're emo, sweetie. This is what I mean. Like you do not need to tell the internet context, because that's... I don't want anyone to feel like they have to overshare and things like that, because, you know, I don't want you to feel vulnerable in my stream. I don't want anyone to feel vulnerable. I want them to be able to... This is an escape here. This is an escapey, comfy, fun time zone. Like, comfy zone. It's up to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Words good. I'm sorry. Oh, he would definitely help with the lift. Surely Stu would help with the lift. Because that's easy. Plus, you know, once he's got you to the house, he can sleep in. I don't know when his next back is. Maybe like a week from now or something. Maybe 2 weeks. I feel like it was a week and a half ago, or a week and a bit ago, his last visit. I can't remember. I feel like visit's the wrong word. It's like last time over or something. Because it's regular, it doesn't feel like a visit. It feels like just the last sort of booked time. Booked stew time. Hasn't going through DV. Fuck. Mum is homeless because of it. Oh, honey. That's a lot. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Because I know when some people express that they're having feelings, they feel like obligated to give context, and that's what I'm trying to say, that you don't have to give context. But like, yeah, no, fair enough. If that's sort of another person's experience is not triggering, but like bringing stuff up for you, that's a lot. Definitely give yourself a little bit of space for your own feelings there. God, there's so many people who are becoming homeless now. This housing crisis is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's not fair on anyone. How they keep like track of how many numbers of people are homeless, I don't even know, but like, surely it can't be accurate, because I feel like I'm constantly seeing GoFundMes for friends and people who are homeless. Or like just being kicked out of properties left, right and centre. There we go, that's a bit more neck at least. And we're just going to get through this bit around the eye. Although I should do this bit of neck, shouldn't I? No, I'll do the eye bit. I'll do the trickiest bit, and then that bit is done. And then I know that I've done more or less a lap of the painting. doesn't help as well going through emotions like that when winter has just hit, because it just makes everything more intense. Like I get seasonal depressive issues, and I have to really be on it, because it will sneak up on me. And I think a lot more people are affected seasonally than admit to it, because there seems to be a collective like apathy that just happens when the weather turns cold like this. I don't know how cold it is for you, but like, it is cold here. Where's the thing? It is currently 7 degrees outside. That's cold. She's in a motel at the moment. That's good. I know that's temporary, but that's good. Caravan to put in the backyard. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, because that's like co-living but also independent, so you still have your space. See, yeah. I just worry sometimes, because I know as much as you're chatting to me, this is also on the internet. And if you're chatting to me in person, absolutely, I would not be worried at all. But being on the internet, I just want everyone to be safe. Because yeah, that's why I call her Little Bird and things like that, because it is the internet and we don't always know who's watching and what's happening and things like that, but you just gotta be careful sometimes. Like, I'm glad that's not your situation. If that was your situation, I'd be more worried. But you're talking about someone else's situation and how it's affecting you, and that makes it a bit less close, you know? Yes, cousin and not a name is a very good idea. And thank you for, using that kind of language. That does make me feel better as well. I'm sorry, I don't know if Quill's told you, I'm a worrywart. I'm a worrier in general. I find a lot of things to worry about that I don't need to worry about. ADHD. And anxiety in general. So, yeah, I will worry about things that a lot of people say you don't need to worry about that. And that's just my personality. I am a concern. Because I concern a lot. You can tell? yes, I knew you were as well. I think we've talked about it before. But yeah. And you said the tism as well. I haven't got that one, but it's all relative. Like, I've been learning about both. So that's good. It's all spicy around here. Oh, that's interesting. Because they do have quite separate diagnostic criteria. As much as there's a lot of overlap, there is quite a lot of separate stuff as well. Because they're a separate, whatchamacallit? They're a separate assessment. So if you want to get both checked, you have to do 2 separate assessments, and that costs even more money. So that's interesting. I feel like the whites of her eyes are just not quite wide enough. I just nudge it. Smaller brush, Liz. Oh, as a baby. Oh, you could definitely get reassessed now as an adult. Because life experience will have also affected, like environmental factors and things like that will have also affected its expression. Because yeah, I got retroactively diagnosed 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. So I've only been tested in my more current state, not as a baby, as a miniature. And like so much of the diagnostic criteria has changed since Bibita. I don't know how old they are, but I naturally assume everyone's our age. I naturally assume you're the same age as me. I don't know how old you are, but I'm assuming. I make many assumptions. You heard me. Alright, I'm putting in an eye highlight because I want the satisfaction. Oh, so good. Eye highlights are the best. That looks so much more like her with just an eye highlight. Oh my gosh, eye highlights. MPD or PPD, heck. 2000s baby, hey! Alright, I'm a little bit older than you. And by a little bit, I mean like 10 years. Yuck. I'm closer to your sister's age, but that's okay. Well, the 90s and 2000s were awesome. No, they weren't. They were really lame. But that's okay. I still like the lame because I grew up with it. That's the interesting thing about mums groups. You meet other mums and you just assume because your children are the same age that you're the same age. And it turns out, no, you can be vastly apart. But it's still fun to hang out. It's still fun. Oh my god, Liz, just do the other eye. Why am I avoiding it so much? Oh, it's looking so much better though. I'm really happy with how this is going. I look under 30? Oh, thank you. I'm quite the over 30. Not over 35. Just right in the middle there. Right on the 35. It's a Jazz! Hello! Welcome, welcome. I am busting out a portrait base layer. Can you believe I started this in a nap time? And I'm avoiding doing around this eye, like, so hard. It's the worst procrastination in the world. Now remember to look at the chat on the screen because I've got people from Twitch and from YouTube here. You did make it! Hello! Were you doing worky works? How is worky work? You finished reasonably on time? Yes? Yes, good? Liz says it's scary when you meet someone that looks your age and they say, nah, I'm into teenage number. That just means you're immortal. That's fine. You can be visually exactly the same age as the teenager. That just means you're immortal. Also, tell me of your vampire ways. I know under this light, I'm the one who looks like a vampire because, oh my god, the skin bleaching. But that is because the light is directly above my head. And it's intense. This is my easel light. It's like a big thing. Coming right where my face is. You did finish basically on time. Yay! Claps for that. Claps for that. Clap, 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 clap. Well done. I am very happy with you finishing on time. That is always good. Thank you for saying it's looking good. It's getting there. I was just trying to get a full pass. I'm really happy with the teeth, because teeth are so tricky, but yeah, I need to actually force myself to do this eye, because that'll be my last thing. I said I'd stay till 12:30, and I think I'm going to stay till 12:45 at this rate, which is okay. But after that I should really go to bed so that I can actually be functional in the morning, because I'm solo at the moment, so I need to be functional in the morning. But also, I need my me time. This is my me time with you guys. Oof. And I'm still painting that out. Go over here, Liz. The teeth look convincing. Thank you. That is such a compliment. Thank you. Teeth are just so... I want to fiddle with it. I won't. I want to fiddle with them still. But they're just such a back and forth struggle bus of a little bit this way, a little bit that way. But yeah. Yeah. We did go back and forth a whole bunch when I started them, but she looks so much better just having teeth. It just balances her whole face. So... And they're such a part of who she is, that she needs them properly. I still don't think I've got the likeness quite yet, 100%, but it's sneaking up on it slowly. Slowly. How was your night at work, Jess? Was it good? I look like what Michael Jackson was trying to achieve? No one knows what he was trying to achieve. To be fair. I do like your favourite emotes, the thumbs up, thumbs down. They work very well. Is that Jacksepticeye? I'm assuming yes. Just enough detail, not too much. Thank you. Thank you. I like the feedback. Feedback makes my brain happy. It makes the demon shut up. Red. So right now I'm mixing lots of fancy little mixes to try and get the right dark. Looks like a mess over here, but I'm putting in all the darks first and then I'll come in with the lighter ones. Captain Sparkles. He really looks like Jacksepticeye, all tiny, but fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, but if you do cold now, then you can get warm after. And also, your bladder will thank you. So I am encouraging you to go pee. Because we don't want no hurt urology issues in here, on top of everything else. Yeah. Jess, I went to my residency today, and it was really good, which was nice. I got to do 3 hours straight of painting on my still life, which is now just under half done, which is good. You want to see? I can show you. I can show you. I had it up before. Work was good tonight, better than Saturday. I woke up to catch up and diarrhea. Oh no, because Ted was stressing about Mum being away for too long, but she's back. Oh, I hate the revenge, Chuck. That's just mean. Poor dude. Poor dude. Let me jump up here. Weep. This is my still life painting that I'm still working on, but I finished the back one. So this is 2 of the same death cast, the same life cast in plaster, and I'm painting them from life. So yeah, the back one is like all deliciously painty, but it's like so subtle colour for me. It's like a lot of colour, but it's also really subtle colour because it's a plaster cast and it's essentially grey. But I'm really happy with it, and I like this little chunky bit because the plaster's broken along here, and it's like painterly chunky. So that's what I was going for. But the whole front one needs to be done, and the front of the table I need to figure out what I'm doing, and this is all messy as well, but like that one little strip in the middle is done. So the little strip in the middle took me 2 sessions to do. The background and the sketch was 1 session. So I'm hoping I can do the front one in 2 to 3 sessions, and then maybe 1 more to finish it. So maybe in a month it'll be finished. Because most of our sessions are on friggity Sundays for like 3 hours. But I'm hoping I can ask them if I can do some longer sessions. Like if I can borrow a key, maybe I can do like a 6 or a 7 hour session and just stay back late. Oh look, I found something else to do that wasn't the eye. Oh, thank you, Ree, for lurking this whole time, you lovely. It's getting so much better. It's getting so much better. I just need to stop avoiding this eye like the plague. Because I'm a procrastinator. Thank you. Thanks, Jess. I'm really happy with that one. Because that's like one of the ones I want for my exhibition next year, so... And the fact that I'm painting it from life just makes me feel that much more proud of it, as opposed to painting it from an image. Because it's more authentic and more like pushing myself as a painter to do things that are tricky. And all that stuff. All that stuff. Ree and I had a good session today of talking like art brain stuff. Ree's another coterie member who's doing the same residency that I'm doing. And she's fabulous and wonderful. I can do a shadow! I can do a shadow. How do I do that again? Ah! I do a that. And then you do a that. Does it work if I do capitals? Maybe? Yeah! There's a link on Twitch now. No, you. Because this is my stream, so no, you. Deal with it. Also, it's 12:30, go to bed. I'm not telling you what to do. You're an adult. What am I doing? What am I doing? I should be going to bed. But no, I need to finish. I need to bully myself into finishing this eye. And just paint. Bully myself into painting this eye while I start painting the neck. Why is my brain the way my brain is? But also, how much better is the notebook for me doing that? Blah 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 blah. This is why I need y'all here when I paint, so you can just yell at me. Because I yell at myself and it doesn't work. Yeah. Alright, I'll do the ear because my brain refuses to do the eye right now. Get some ear happening. Beep, beep. Yeah. I think I find in general, the good thing I like about watching back VODs or like turning my streams into time lapses is I can see how many
trends I do as an artist, and I actually work from dark to light a lot of the time, I think. I've discovered. I like to put a plonk of dark down, like I have here with the eye and the ear, and then I will gradually build it out to the lightest point. And it's one of those things when I constantly sit here and question if I actually even know how to paint, if I can watch back videos and then go, oh, that's how I do it, almost pretty much every time. It's like I need to train my brain into actually cognizantly learning what my hands know how to do from practice. Yeah, double stream. Double stream. Yeah, YouTube has a heckin' delay. I'm not sure if it's YouTube's fault or... Thank you for the follow! Mwah. I'm not sure if it's YouTube's fault or if it's because I'm not monetized on YouTube. It has different... like it sort of prioritizes people who are monetized with better settings and things like that. Because like I can't use emotes or anything, like custom emotes or anything like that on YouTube until it's monetized. Which I think at the moment we're sitting at about 1,500 watch hours in a year, and I need 3,000 to get the streaming stuff and 4,000 to get full monetized on my videos. So we're like just under a third of the way there. Which, considering, yeah, I abandoned my YouTube for 2 years, like, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We will get there. I want to film a video about oil paint sticks because I got some oil paint sticks from work. They're cool. And I'm going to be doing a demo on them at work, so doing a YouTube video about them first will mean I can do all my research and all my learning before the demo. And then I also have something to refer to get people who come to the demo, if they want to remember stuff, I can tell them to go watch the video. So that's the plan. Whether I can do that tomorrow or not, I want to be able to do that tomorrow, but now I have to go back to the Art Society at some point because I stole their key by accident. That is, I walked out the door with the key, and walked back like 5 minutes later and it was already locked and closed. So, Lucas. Oh, it's looking so much better than it was before. I'm so happy. Yeah. I had a moment, Jess. I had a moment. It's annoying too, because it was totally a problem of the too many pockets that I have in my cargo pants life. Because I did not notice that I had them in my pocket, because I have so many pockets. But at the same time, having so many pockets is so handy. What I needed to do was return the key when I knew I wasn't going to be using that cupboard again. But I got too overwhelmed trying to pack up all the shiz and not be running late for dinner. So, Winch. Honestly, next time we catch up, do you want to see if one pair fits you? Because I got two different sizes, a bigger pair and a smaller pair, and the bigger pair are starting to not fit to the point where I would need a belt, and belts are annoying. So you are more than welcome to try them on and see if they fit your hips happy. You're getting droopy eyes? Go back to work. Good night, love. Thank you again for coming and having chats. I feel like you should definitely be all out of Liz chats now. Or all sick of me. But I appreciate it. Yay! I will tell you when it's done. This one definitely needs sort of maybe another, at least one session, if not two, just to finesse all the expression and all the details, but I'm just trying to get over the whole surface tonight. She says whilst repainting the same bits that have already been painted.
Yeah.
I did get home for RJ the other night. Yes, that worked out. That worked out. That was good. No, did I tell you we were going to go on a date to a concert? Oh, no, that was before I caught up with you, not after. Yes, no, I did get home for the other night. That was okay. I think tomorrow night's the one I'm a little worried about because Nanny, not Nana, Nanny is coming over to do bedtime so that I can go to laughtering, and I don't know how that's going to go, and doing it after daycare feels like a bit of an overwhelming day, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. We will see. It might be great, it might be awful. If it's awful, I'll drive back, but just one of those things. I think she'll be bouncing off the walls and she won't want to go to sleep, but we will see. Trying not to like necessarily not draw every single wrinkle, but I need like definition. Who dat? Who dat? Sub! Jazz, you didn't have to sub. You fancy person. Oh, you won't get rid of the ads. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there you go. Now you have no ads. Well done. Well done. She has learned how to defeat the ad monster. If anyone else wants to defeat the ad monster, you can sub to my channel and not get any ads on Twitch. Much, much appreciated. That goes in the little art savings monies to go towards fixing my iPad. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I'm having too much fun painting over here, not painting there. Hey Jess, can you come over and paint the eye for me? Please? That'd be great. Yeah, so I thought my screen protector was scratched. Turns out the actual iPad glass has one big crack running through the whole thing. No idea when it happened. And I had a big angry day because I went to Apple because they advertise on their website iPad repair. And I'm like, cool, I'll make an appointment, I'll go in and see how much it is for iPad repair, because I don't have their insurance thingy, their Apple Care or whatever. But I'm like, okay, if with insurance it's $45, maybe it'll set me back $200 to get the glass replaced or something. That's still worth it. Maybe $250 because, you know, it's Apple. Whatever. I go in and they tell me straight to my face, oh, so we don't repair iPads. And I'm like, your website says iPad repair. And they said, yeah, the only thing we repair is iPhones. Everything else we only replace. And I'm like, but your website says iPad repair, and then it makes me go through a whole form saying exactly what damage it is so they can fix exactly that kind of damage, or whether that's not fixable. And they're like, no, none of it is fixable, it is only replaceable, and it will cost 2/3 the cost of the device in total to repair. And by repair we mean replace. And I just was dumbfounded, because what the hell? That is false advertising of the highest degree, and literally, like, there's no other part of the iPad that's broken. It's all fully functional, but I feel weird drawing on it because it is a broken piece of glass. Like, oh my god. This is why the only Apple thing I have bought other than this is my iPod Shuffle, because, oh my gosh, I cannot deal. So yeah, that's expensive. I will probably get it repaired third party, not through Apple, because I can't afford that at all. But yeah, any Twitch monies will go towards getting it fixed through a third party so that I can, you know, draw on it without feeling like I'm gonna have shattered glass in my hand. That'd be great. Let's it's really, like, I talked to 2 other people there and they were both like, nah, we don't fix iPads. Even though it says we fix iPads on the website, we don't fix iPads. There's no way to fix iPads. You can take it to someone else and they'll bust it open and ruin your device, but you know, you just pay to get it replaced. And I'm like, oh my god, no. I can't afford that. Like, I could barely afford the iPad when I got it. I splurged because I was pregnant and I wanted something to draw on that was not painting. And I have had a lot of fun drawing on it, I'll admit, even though I haven't drawn it that much lately. I don't know if I blame Steve Jobs or just all of them, honestly. I don't know how people could work in that shop and constantly say that answer to people and go, oh, by the way, you just got to pay 2/3 of the device to fix this one minor thing. Have fun with that, because like I would hate myself like every day if I worked there and had to say that to people. At least the first person I talked to seemed genuinely apologetic. The other guy was just sort of wanky about it. He's like, nah, that's what we do. And I'm like, you're okay with that? Yeah. Anyway, I did say I'd finished ranting for the day, but telling you that story, I feel ranty again. Right. Alright, Nicola, hello! How are you? I like your froggies, they're very cute. How is your evening or morning or whatever time zone you're in going? I'm trying to just finish blocking in this painting. I have an ear and an eye to go. I'm procrastinating and I like no tomorrow, even though it is the trickier one that obviously requires more attention. And I'm running out of things to procrastinate with. There's still so much I have to do on this painting. Like, every time I look at a section, I'm like, this needs to be fixed, this needs to be fixed. But like, if I get it all done, one layer, then I can dry, and then I can go in and just fiddle to my heart's content with fixing all the little bits to get the likeness, like, just right. It's just one of those things, there's so many little things. The struggle. Struck. Oh, I didn't realise that Restream doesn't let the little froggies go blah 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 on the screen. They're only doing it in the chat. That's a bit sad. Because they're cute. I'm using Restream because I stream across YouTube and Twitch. If anyone doesn't know, on Twitch I have on YouTube I have a whole bunch of other videos and tutorials and product reviews and shorts and things. So if you haven't seen my stuff on YouTube, please go over and have a subscribe. It's fun. YouTube was my start, and I want to get monetized over there so I can keep making longer form videos, but definitely I've got more buddies over here on Twitch for streaming, so being able to do both is quite lovely. up to tomorrow. Hey! We love free draft stopper thingies, that's a good idea. Now I've got to go to the Art Society to return the key. I've got to do daycare, drop off and pick up. And then I've got to do admin. I've got a grant I'm applying for that I have written a draft, and then I got feedback on the draft through my residency, and now I need to go through the feedback and turn it into actual writing with brain cells. So we'll see how that goes, because you know how much I love writing. So much. But I do love people giving me money to do art, so this falls under that category. Especially if it works. We will see. We will see. They said they're happy to give me a second round of feedback for people reviewing my application, so that is incredibly valuable and I am very, very thankful for it. As part of this residency is meant to be mentorship support, so if that's just reviewing my grant application, then I'm very happy about that. Because it'll just give me... They've already told me like 3 of the things I wrote in there were pretty much irrelevant, so I'm like, cool, that's very valuable feedback, I will ditch those 3 things. Yeah, the grant thing. Yeah. Yeah, I love writing grants as much as you love job application writing completely. 100%. It is very lovely that they're helping, and like, of course they're all female artists, so they're very helpful that way, but like, these are people who have successfully gotten things like grants and that before, so their advice is very valuable, as opposed to normally I only reach out to people who are good at the writing things in general, but writing for grants is a very specific kind of writing, specific area, as you very well know. And I am someone who has written grant applications, but not successful ones. Not the best track record. Not that I've written a lot of them, but a couple that I have written, I haven't succeeded. I'm better at in-person interviews when I can just blab at people. That seems to be more my strength, based off historical evidence, like getting jobs and things, and even this residency that had an interview portion, and I felt like the interview went very, very well. So that was good. I was very happy with that. Blue. My palette is so scanty at this point, it's just like the absolute thinnest amount of paint. That's okay. If I put down thick blobs, I'm just going to annihilate everything. I don't want to do that. So I'm hoping I can get all that done tomorrow. I should also do some washing and housework, because I have not done that. But Dr. Backman made it to his work thingy, his work trip, and he was very, 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 very nervous, and now that he's into it, he's feeling a lot better, and I'm so, so happy to hear that feedback that he's doing okay, because I was very worried. So that was really good news. And they've put him up in like a really nice accommodation. It's like a 2-bedroom apartment with like an ensuite and a main bath for one dude, and I'm like, that's silly. I should have gone up with you, with RJ, for a holiday. Not that we could have a holiday because we've got all our commitments, but like at the same time, next time, that would be fun. We could just explore a new place. Yeah, I definitely need to up the contrast on so much of this. I've like evened it all out into this nice sort of bland skin tone. But, oh well. There's a thing. Yeah, I'm glad too. It's just one of those things, like hearing the relief in someone's voice when something's manageable, as opposed to imagining all the ways something can go wrong. It's so good. So, so good. And relief is definitely the word, like, when I talk to him, so that was good. And Little Bird got to, have a video call at breakfast time. We're doing video calls at breakfast every day, because they're night shifts, so he's staying up all night working, and then goes to bed, I think, at 10 a.m, so our breakfast is about 8 a.m, so we get to talk. good time. So that's good. Smaller brush. Actually, first, put on under the eye. I've forgotten about my ear over here. I was meant to be doing that. Or did I procrastinate the ear by doing the eye? Because that's just so the opposite of the way the rest of tonight is gone. Ah! It's almost 1 AM. I need to go to bed. Hurry up, Liz. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh, I meant to ask you, Jess, have you seen the footage of the Spirited Away musical in London at the moment? If that ever came to Melbourne. It looks so good. It's so many puppets. And they're doing it in the original Japanese, and so there's like a subtitle track above the stage, and I'm like, that's the coolest thing ever. I love that. Subtitles for everything. Or above titles. Both work. Remember I mentioned about my work friend's little boy at kinder, he was getting in trouble? Yeah. Another little boy started coming home saying he was, ew, I don't like the sounds of that, kinder. Yuck. Oh my god, please look it up right now. Please look it up right now. Spirited Away. I don't know if it's Spirited Away musical or a play. It's one of the two. Stage show in London. But it was originally in Japan, and now it's in London, and it's freaking just puppets, man. Puppets, they're so cool. Oh, I'm gonna find it and put it on screen. Hold on. Spirited Away. Find it. Give me that. What happens if I just go to that? Show me the video. Where's the video? Oh, there it is. Cool. Alright, let's transition. Where? Hello. Looking freaked out, as you do. Look at all the puppets. Oh my gosh. There he is, with all his legs. Let's watch it again. Also, the logo's cool. I like the logo. Right? So if it ever comes to Melbourne, we're gonna go see it. Okay? I've booked you in now. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I won't watch it again. But it's very cool. It's very cool. Transition back. Yeah, sorry. As someone who introduced me to, not Guillermo del Toro, the creator of Spirited Away. What's his name? My brain is dying. For sure done. Yay! Studio Ghibli. Thank you. Studio Ghibli, whatever. Miyazaki. Thank you. Oh, brain death. It does normally happen at 1 AM. This is when all my meds have worn off and I'm just brain dead. But I need to just finish this eye a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. bit. If I ever move into a house with a guest room where you can stay overnight, we need to have another Miyazaki night and watch more of them, because I still haven't seen so many of them. And I find it really hard to force myself to watch them on my own for some reason. I think it's just like too much new. The only one I haven't rewatched 100 times since we watched him last time we had a night was Nausicaa. But the other ones I've watched a whole bunch. Neurotransmitter depleted? That's fair. Well, yeah, sugary shit gives you dopamine. Ha ha ha. Yes, you do have most on DVD. I remember this. And also there's newer ones that I'm just like, oh god, there's newer ones and I haven't caught up on the old ones. The main one that I haven't seen that I should see is the Princess Mononoke one. Because I haven't seen that one, and I haven't seen Ponyo. I haven't seen Cat Bus Returns. Cat Bus Returns? The one with... Isn't there another cat one? Or is it the Cat Returns? Cat Returns I haven't seen. Seen Kiki, seen Spirited Away, seen Totoro. I think there's another Totoro, isn't there, or something? I don't remember. I haven't seen... Princess Mononoke is probably the main one. The Cat Returns. Different to Cat Bus. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Ian! Hello! How are you? I didn't expect you to jump in here, although I suppose you're in a better time zone. It's not 1 minute to 1 a.m. for you, is it? How are you? Not the newest one though? Which one's the newest one? We're talking about Studio Ghibli films. Because there are so many I haven't seen, but Jess introduced me to them. So she wins the props for getting me to watch a bunch of them. Ha ha ha. Going well? Yay! I've been loving your latest con pictures. You've got back into your cosplay photo things. Are you coming over for PAX this year? Because I'm writing my application to do another painty thing. I would like to do another painty PAX thing. Although hopefully for like more than 1 day this year, so I can be there 2 or 3 days this year. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm aiming high. They can always tell me no. That's what I'm doing. This is a portrait for a family member. I'm doing it. The Boy and the Heron. Cool. That's the newest one. When did that come out? Did that come out recently? You will be at PAX. Yay! I get to see your face at PAX! If not sooner, because I thought you were talking about coming over sooner to do doggy portraits. Yeah. Last year? Oh yeah, that's really recent. Thank you. I'm much happier with it now. I started it at the start of stream. There was no teeth and like all these areas of the face that had no paint whatsoever, and now I'm down to just the ear and this bit. I'm not doing the hair tonight, and I'm not doing the rest of the neck. That just need a coat of paint, and then it's more or less blocked in, and then that means I can let it dry, and once it's dry then I can start really getting into the details and getting it really looking like her. Which it's definitely got a lot of her in it, but it's just like, it's not quite there. There's so many like tiny little things that would just all push it towards being more her, so it's just one of those blackness things. I've just got to keep pushing. And I keep fiddling with the bits that don't need fiddling, because I can't help myself. So yeah. Other than photography, how have you been? You're back in August for 2 weeks. Yeah! I'm happy to donate my puppy dog Dipper to the cause if you would like to take puppy dog portraits. She is quite obedient now. We have been doing one-on-one training for a year and a half now. With a dog trainer that we love, so that has been very good for her. And she's a little bit older now too, so she's still a derp, but she's like A more confident Dirk. Gotta paint the yee. What's the yee? December. What? What? Boy and the Heron. Jess, I've lost track of what we're talking about. Ah! Gotta paint the eye. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense, I do. Thank you for bullying, like not bullying me, but thank you for keeping me back on track as much as I got confused, because brain cells. Yay! That'll be really nice, it'll be lovely to see you. Also, little bird, my daughter is so much bigger now, like, you saw her when she was literally a baby, now she's a walk and talking toddler with opinions, like, whole different being. I feel like you and I don't age, but like she's changed into an entirely different human. You will not even know when you see her. Because yeah, I literally have photos of her at the last 2 PAXs when we saw you. And she went from being tiny little newborn in a onesie to like the next one being Pikachu hat wearing, completely confused and eyes open, wow, there's so much going on. And then this time she's just a full human. Yeah, kids are weird. She is so tall. She's very tall. She's tall and noodly. But as someone who's not grown up around kids, I'm very... holy hell, they do grow up fast. Like, it's crazy. It's fun though, I'll admit, I really do like being a toddler mum. Being a toddler mum is very fun. Compared to the newborn stuff that was very tough. Which, by the way, can I ask you guys, can you hear like a hissing white noisy noise at all, or not really? Like when I talk in the background. Because that's the baby monitor making a white noise. And I've tried to set it as quiet as I can where I can still hear it, so I know if she's getting upset like she did earlier in stream. But I don't want it to be annoying for you guys when I talk. Okay, I'm putting in the eye highlight because I need the satisfaction, which is exactly what I said last time I put in the eye highlight, and it's the same reason. So when you get the satisfaction of the eye highlight, everything feels better. Just after I say I'll do that, I'm going to do this bit. This bit needs help. Just music? Awesome. Okay, because yeah, the music is playing through my computer obviously, so that's not a recording device, but I've got the iPad next to me over there being a baby monitor. Alright, eye highlight time. I love eye highlights. Oh, so satisfying. Somewhat an eye. I think I am crashing. Let me just put a bit of eyebrow in, and then I may call it there. Because your girl is toyed. Satisfied but toyed. This definitely needs just like higher contrast on everything. All my darks need to be darker and my lights need to be lighter. But it is progress, considering this did not exist on Friday. Happy with that. so nice. I've had so many friends in the chat today. That makes me feel so good. Thank you for coming to the stream. That makes me so happy. I'm gonna find someone to raid on Twitch, because Twitch gets to raid out. Who am I following? Who's on? Let's have a look. Yeah, making progress, which is satisfying. Alright, who is online? Melemony is on. Okay, we're gonna go over and see Melemony, who I'm terrible at saying her name correctly, but she has the cutest emotes and has this adorable lemon logo that she uses, and she is super sweet and lovely. So we will go over and say hi, and I will just go boopty boopty boop, boopty boopty boop, and then I think I'm gonna stop touching it. Maybe? Maybe? That was such a struggle to get the item, but now that it's in, I'm like, oh, I can mess with this. There's so many things to mess with now. But I'll have to mess with them another day. And I have more brains. And that's the worst thing. I know I'll want to touch it tomorrow, but I can't touch it tomorrow because it needs to dry and I need to do writing. Alright. I'm gonna stop touching it. I'm gonna stop touching it. I'm gonna stop touching it. Alright. Thank you so much for coming to stream tonight. It's been so nice to see you all. I'm gonna write out the Twitches, but YouTube people, thank you so much. This has been a really, really nice time. And I normally do plan to stream on Fridays during the daytime. That is normally my plan. I don't know if it happens, because this week it didn't happen on Friday. But at least I got to see you tonight. And I will definitely try and stream more this week, maybe on Tuesday. So I'll see you later. Alright, bye bye. And also